Everyone, hope you guys are doing well. I'm Ali Christian. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about knees. Specifically, I want to talk to you guys about knee pain and knee health in general. Knees and I think shoulders are the two joints of the human body that usually people struggle with the most. Usually they have the most pain. I know for myself, I really had a hard time with my knees, especially during leg days. Whenever I would squat, I would have knee pain, and I worked for years to try to improve my squat technique. But my knee pain never went away, and that hindered my leg growth a lot. I always struggled to hit depth on the squat, and I always usually struggled with adding a lot of weight to the bar. So today we'll talk about two things that you can do, two hacks that you can do to make sure that your knee pain goes away and stays away. So the first thing I recently started doing that really helped a lot with my knee pain and knee health in general is I started walking backwards. Now, what I usually do is before I start working out at the gym, I usually head to the treadmill and I walk backwards at a very moderate pace, probably around 2 kilometers an hour. And what you can also do is when you're walking backwards, you can put the treadmill on an incline, a very slight incline, and then walk backwards on it. Yeah, it might take a few times to kind of get used to that because it's kind of a weird feeling walking backwards uphill. So you can use supports on the treadmill for help. But what that does basically it engages your knee and helps extend your knee. So it basically helps in knee extension. And then also when you're walking backwards, it places a lot of pressure on your hamstring as well. And the hamstring is a very important muscle for knee health. One thing that I would say that people usually don't do is they neglect their hamstrings. They don't work out their hamstrings enough. And hamstrings are very important in knee health, more so than quads, I would say. And the second thing you can do, what I do a lot too, is I usually, before I start my leg days, I usually do a set of leg curls. Actually, I do about 2 to 3 sets of leg curls, 8 to 12 reps. I keep the weight light, but I really focus on the movement of the knee and the knee flexion. So that helps with the first thing, the treadmill helps with knee extension, and the leg curls help with knee flexion. You can do both of these maybe 2 or 3 times a week. For the treadmill, walking backwards, you can do 5 to 10 minutes, and you can do 3 sets of the leg curls. And trust me, it will make a huge difference in your knees. You'll feel a lot better when you're doing legs, when you're doing leg extensions and you're doing squats or hack squats or any movement. Target the quads. It usually makes the knee hurt a lot. These two things will make a huge difference in that. And in general, I would say when it comes to knees and squatting, a lot of people have trouble squatting. A lot of people have trouble and pain in their knees when they squat. I would say when you squat, use a shoulder width stance. A shoulder width stance, I think, is the safest way to squat. It places emphasis on your quads, but it also keeps your knees in a safe position. And when you descend on the squat, try to descend on the squat slowly. Control the movement down and then explode up. Keep the weight light that you can handle, 5 to 8 reps in, and your knees will thank you. The last thing you can do is you can add knee sleeves. Now I know that what this does, it gives you a little spring when your knees are bent. You're coming back up in a squat or a hack squat. Basically give you a little spring, but it also helps keep your knee in line. Another problem people have is their knees cave in or they cave out. This basically helps keep your knee in line. It's not going to be magic. You still have to do all the other things that I mentioned, but it's a good tool to have in your toolkit when it comes to knee health. So that's all I want to say about knees and knee health. Thank you for watching the video. If you guys are still watching, like, subscribe, and share my video.